Yes, he's down on the floor. And who did that? Clip around the ear, we'll sort them out. Good fella. Currently trying to work out what the delay is actually. I know the TCI second row Modeste seems as if he's got cramp. It also appears that Jamal Mizik has been substituted in for the number 8, Neil French.
The referee has confirmed 8 minutes remaining.
Flight Lieutenant Ben Gearing is awarded his first international cap. Squadron leader. Jamaican line out.
Time's on.
Probably a little bit skew ways. TCI option, they take the scrum. Just to rejig the front row, we have Hodgins, Manier and O'Neill. In the second row is Modeste and Mason. In the back row, it's Gearing, that's a very low tackle. Turberfield got away with one there. I think the ball was about 4 yards past.
Yeah. He's got to take his anger out on someone.
Unfortunately so. The difficulty now is with time dissipating.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that I can't see how TCI can get 2 scores. It galls me to say it. The Jamaicans just seem to be secure enough. And then basic mistake.
Another scrum
from the back of the scrum, Taylor to Tate, ball knocked on, scrum to Jamaica. Whatever advantage that we might have garnered in the previous 2 minutes has now been completely negated as we hand the possession back to the Jamaicans in prime attacking position for them. They packed down. And they're prepared to run the ball. Held up. At the goalposts. 10 metres, 15 metres out. Wrapped up. TCI ball. When you take the ball into contact and you don't make it to the ground, if you're held up, if the defenders hold you up, it's a turnover. And that's why TCI now have to put into the scrum. Once again, it's a scrum. But we're 80 yards from their goal line. The Jamaicans don't care. We can play down here all day.
Yes, with time on their side.
Yes. That is a raking touch. From on his own goal line, I think that's a full 50 metres, is it?
Yes. 5 minutes remaining, confirmed.
Great fetch from the Jamaican second row, Cantwell at 4. They control it. And they spin it wide. Lovely enterprise from the Jamaicans. This is gorgeous football. Another scissors.
Drop ball. Blue scrum.
Between the Jamaican centres, wing 3/4 and full back. Beautiful movement.
Yes. They finally got it together. Let's hope this pays off.
They packed on again, TCI scrum. They hold it. They hold it. Tate has a burst. Gets collared in the midfield. The pack come in. Beautiful break. It's held up. Tate.
Go! Go!
There we go. One. Matt Savory. Ref, he was offside. Offside from a knock on. Jamaicans. Oh, that's raw pace. That is raw pace. Wade at the posts. There is no. You can't train raw pace.
No,
That's
definitely
natural.
can't.
And he just burned 3 guys on the touchline. That's awesome.
And unfortunate for Team Turks and Caicos.
You have to give respect where respect is due. A wing 3/4 is given one job. And
Yes.
that's to run down the touchline as fast as he possibly can.
And he did just that.
And he did just that.
Coming into this game, it was definitely something Team Turks and Caicos was concerned about, the speed of Jamaica. And burned one too many times here today by the speed of Team Jamaica. TCI.
The visitors score. Try by Wade. The extras by Groves. 31 to the visitors.
Heard that announcement over the PA system. Visitors looking to seal the deal with just a few minutes remaining here in the second half.
The crowd are beckoning, baying for the club president to be introduced onto the pitch. Keith Barant. Has he been released onto the pitch yet? Little bit of confusion here amongst the TCI team.
If I break it again,
Deep kick from Tate. Williams opens it wide inside his own 25. Kicked deep into the wind. Bjorn Griffiths fields. Runs into traffic. And runs into touch. And yes, the club president has been introduced onto the field, Keith Morant.
We also see one of our young and up-and-coming players also introduced onto the field there, Franco Montpierre. Quite a bit of size on the young fella.
Do you know, Jody, what he did for 3 weeks during last summer?
I'm sure you're going to tell me, James.
He spent 3
Can't
weeks
play
at
on.
a rugby
He's dead on
camp
the way.
in my country, in Ireland, and came back a significantly better player. Like with LJ out, with Lincoln, yeah.
Yeah.
And Alistair's brother, Maurice, went over, and Preston Barant. We sent 5 guys over.
Sent 5 guys over, came back significantly better.
Significantly better players. They don't have the opportunities here, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, not enough young players that can challenge them in the under 21 league that we have. So I think this type of exposure, this type of international match play is going to help and prepare them and launch them more quickly than you would have seen having played players of their pairs.
Jamaicans run a crash ball through the midfield. It's secured by the scrum half, just on the 10-metre line. The Panzer Division waits. They're prepared to release it. Tackled by Griffiths. The ball is secured by the Jamaicans. Cantwell to Swilts, to Williams. Magnificent open field tackle. Jones through. Oh, they're coming in waves here, Jody. They're coming in waves. The referee has decreed that he knocked the ball on over the line. 5-yard scrum to TCI. I think the referee might be a little bit kind on that one.
Yes.
Jody, this is your first day out in terms of rugby men.
Yes.
Are you impressed with the game? Are you impressed with the physicality? Would you be prepared to commentate a game?
I think I would, James. The combination of physicality and speed is impressive. Not exactly the outcome I was hoping for with Turks and Caicos being down. But they're putting together a bit of a series here.
Nice back pass.
The difficulty is with that break by Griffiths to Williams. The Jamaicans are equal to it. They smother it, they control the ball, and again it's Jamaican possession. They kick it away, and that's the end of the game.
And that's the game.
Big step for Turks and Caicos here.
Yes, despite the loss, game to the opponents, 31-13, Jamaica takes it, but a big step, as Alice has said, for Team Turks and Caicos hosting this NACRA 15-a-side championship and getting international exposure on the rugby field. A good game here at Meridian Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final score, 31 to Jamaica, 13 to Turks and Caicos Islands. May I please have a large round of applause for both sets of teams. And a round of applause for yourselves for turning out today when we know it isn't easy. Thank you very much.
Now you got to interview Maurice.
Oh, I'm going to get him tomorrow. We see here the Jamaican team coming over, getting a big round of applause from the crowd for what was excellent match play out here today.
(99-31). Hopefully, Turks and Caicos could keep that score.
And here comes Team Turks and Caicos. Good camaraderie being shown here. Big cheers from the crowd for what was an excellent match overall. Team Turks and Caicos just not having enough today. Outbested by the speed of Jamaica. And we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to come back with captains from both teams on what was an excellent match here at Meridian Field. Be right back.
TCI got 99.
Johnny, do you want to get a word with the skipper?
Yeah. I see.
The nappies for you, are they? Are the nappies for you?
And we're back here. And we're back here at Meridian Field. I'm joined by the governor of the Turks and Caicos Islands, His Excellency Governor Roderick Todd. Tongue twister right there.
The Governor Dr. Rufus Ewing, okay? Right.
A good match here today, Governor. How pleased are you with the level of rugby being played here in the Turks and Caicos? A big step for the national team and overall matchup between Turks and Caicos and Jamaica.
It's an absolutely fantastic day, and I think TCI team played really well. It's a great effort by them. I think we should all be very proud of them. And when you think that TCI, a country of 32,000 people, puts together a team which frightens at times the Jamaican team, who are several million strong country, I think the team should be really proud of themselves. It's a great day for everyone, and I'm very pleased at the number of people who've come out to support our team and to enjoy the match.
And a good matchup here overall. It was expected to be a tough matchup for Team Turks and Caicos, but nevertheless gave it good competition, which speaks volumes for the steps that were taken in sports here. Able to host an international rugby matchup, NACRA sanctioned match. Where do you see sports going here in the Turks and Caicos?
Well, I think it's really good that we were able to host this international match, and also to show that TCI's team can stand up proudly to very strong regional opposition. For a lot of the match, the TCI team had the Jamaicans right back on the defensive. The score, 31-13, is actually, I think, pretty unfair to the TCI team, who deserved several more tries, and credit to the Jamaicans for some absolutely brilliant breakaways. But a lot of the time, let's be clear, the Jamaicans were right on the back foot, trying hard to defend their own line against a really powerful and strong, determined TCI team.
Okay, and there you have it, a very knowledgeable rugby watcher here in the Governor. Knows a bit more than I do. But we're going to get set to bring you interviews from captains and managers from both squads, an exciting matchup. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with those interviews for you in just a moment. And we're back, and I thought that I would be joined by the captains of both teams, but I have here with me a more important man, Premier of the Turks and Caicos, Honorable Dr. Rufus Ewing. Dr. Ewing, an exciting matchup here, disappointing finish for Team Turks and Caicos, but nevertheless we were able to host our first international rugby match. A very important and significant game here. What did you see this matchup do for sports here in the Turks and Caicos?
Well, first of all, I must say it was a great turnout by the community here, cheering on, some cheering on Jamaica, some cheering on Turks and Caicos. And it's significant to see that we can have different types of sports developing in Turks and Caicos, and then to have international contenders. Turks and Caicos put up a great fight against Jamaica. Obviously, they had more speed, I think, on them. Turks and Caicos had more strength, from what I saw in the huddles, whatever you call it, the huddles where they run what I call the tug of war most of the times. But it was a great match, and it just goes to show that we have a diversity of sports in Turks and Caicos, and we hope that can grow from strength to strength.
Okay, and there you have it. That's the Premier's take on what happened here today. Don't worry, Dr. Ewing. I'm just as lost when it comes to rugby as
you are. Yes, I was very lost. It was a learning experience. I learned a lot today. At least when I saw them kicking the ball out most times, I said, these guys can't kick. But I heard that it was a strategy to kick it out sometimes. So I guess I learned a lot.
Yes, a very fun day. Despite the loss for Team Turks and Caicos, a very exciting day for here for everyone that watched. Strong showing by Team Turks and Caicos. We're going to take another quick break, and this time when we come back, we will have both captains from Team Turks and Caicos and Jamaica. Be right back. And we're back, and I'm joined here by captain for the host team, Turks and Caicos, Sean O'Neill, and I'm rejoined here by Catwell, captain for Team Jamaica. I'm going to go to the winners first, if you don't mind, Sean. Good host, good host. Speed was certainly the key for Jamaica there in the second half. What were you guys looking to do? We saw more speed in the second than we did in the first. Was that a part of the strategy?
Yeah, definitely, because we realized that we had more speed, so we decided to use the scrum, bring them in a little closer, then send it out, and let our boys do the work on the wings. So speed was a factor in the second half. We really look and see that we're more speedy, so we use that as our advantage.
Okay, and it definitely was two different worlds here. Jamaica had the speed. I think Team Turks and Caicos was trying to make it a more physical matchup. What did you do to negate the physicality of the TCI?
Well, it wasn't much as, say, physical, because their scrum were even a bit bigger than ours. We realized that in the second half, make some changes and try and stop it. Most of the time it works, but as I said, it's rugby, so it's a hard game. So all we do, bring them into the scrum, send it out to the box do the work. The scrum, I think, did a better game in the second half.
Okay, and a big win here for you today. You're now getting ready for the next round, taking on the winner of USA South and Mexico. Will there be a rescheduling or replanning? Are their game plans that drastically different from Team Turks and Caicos, or are you going in with the same game plan against whoever the winner is?
Definitely there will be a change. The scrum really it's a sore point for me, for one, because I'm there too. So definitely we have to look at the scrum and see how more we can make that a more stronger and more agile scrum, right? So with the box, I'm very comfortable with the boys on the wing. I'm very comfortable with that. But as I said, the scrum, we're going to definitely need to look at that.
Okay, thank you. And for you, O'Neill, the scrum was a strong point for TCI. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get it done. When you go back and look at film on this, because despite the loss, I know Team TCI is going to study this one, try and readjust and put together a stronger game plan for the next match, whenever that is. How pleased were you with TCI's execution at the scrum, and what are some of the things you think you needed to do better to have a better finish in this one?
I think our scrum performed very, very well. We had to adapt from how we normally play against the North American club sides. Normally they have more experience in the pack, and they're able to put a fight to us there. You know, in those games we're the Jamaicans with the faster guys in the back line. I think, you know, looking at the Jamaican style of play, they were very clinical. You know, they played like a group of guys who have the experience of a lot of games behind them. I think, you know, we need to learn that, you know, when that break happens, when the ball hits the deck, we have to chase up on it, and we can't afford to let those little balls, you know, get ahead of us, because when they picked it up, you could see, you know, you had props rampaging down the pitch, and when that's happening, you know, you really have to get the whole team in to stop them.
And I hear you say the Jamaicans played like the more veteran team, more clinical. Team Turks and Caicos is a unique blend of veterans and young players coming in with fast legs, bringing a bit of speed. Do you think the lack of veterans presence here on this club, do you think that hurt Team Turks and Caicos in the end here today?
I wouldn't necessarily say so, because a lot of our experience is in the pack, and we dominated the scrums and we were very comfortable there. We got tired in the end from having to chase the Jamaicans. I mean, that wasn't the game we wanted to play. I think in the back line, you know, we've got the speed, and it's just, you know, more experience playing more games. We're starting our domestic league next Saturday, and that's going to start giving our younger guys a chance to go out there and prepare. You know, we brought on 3 players in this match who are, you know, under 19s players, and there's a hell of a lot more skilled, quick guys dying to get on that team as well. So I think in the next couple of years, the team that goes out and play is going to look different to the one we have today, and the younger guys are going to learn, pick up the tips from the older players as they move on.
And there you have it, a disappointing finish for Team Turks and Caicos. Jamaica getting the win at 31-13. Nevertheless, Team Turks and Caicos is going to regroup, a learning experience for the team that's playing together. Jamaica now moves on and will face the winner of USA South, Mexico. Thanks for joining us. This was Sports 4 bringing you the 15-a-side NACRA Men's Championship. Jamaica victors over Team Turks and Caicos.